back to my channel. My name is Leah and Happy New Year! 2017 is here now. I thought I would do a little video for you today and share with you some of my thoughts and feelings on goal setting and New Year's resolutions. In the past I have set some New Year's resolutions, I've written them down in a journal, but to be honest with you they don't always happen because I don't set them out properly. I don't plan to how I'm going to achieve them, and so I don't achieve them in the end. Not that I haven't achieved goals, but usually if I'm going to achieve something it's because I've planned to achieve it and I haven't just written the goal down. So I do think that a new year is a good time to set goals, and it's a good time to think about where you are in life and to make new plans for the new year, but I don't think that it should be the only time that we set goals, and I think that it should be an ongoing thing, and that's how I like to do it mostly, to evaluate my life throughout the year and not just at the beginning of the year. But the beginning of the year is a good time to evaluate where you are and where you want to go, and if there's any changes you want to make for the new year. So for this year I haven't set any goals as such at the moment, but for those that do know, I am working on a list of 40 items to complete before a certain birthday this year. So I am part way through that list. I think I have achieved some, but I haven't achieved everything. And when I created that list, I actually knew that I probably wouldn't achieve them all, but I'm alright with that. I popped them on there, maybe because I just wanted to pop them on there, I don't know. It would be fun if I could achieve them all, but I don't think I'm going to, mainly because of money constraints, but I popped them on anyway. And the reason I did, or one of the reasons I did, was I have this little book. It's not really a goal book, it's more of a kind of dream book. If I say, oh, I fancy doing something, I would pop it into this book, and it's just a bit of fun really, nothing more than that. And so there was a few things in here which I've had in here for a long time, so I thought rather than just have them in here, I added them to my list of 40 things to do before I'm a certain age. And what I've done in the past is I've written the thing that I wanted to do, and then I've written on when I've done it. So this first one is take a trip to New York, and I've done that twice, so I can see that I did it in 2004 and 2008. And so these aren't goals, but they are things that I would like to do, and actually there's some things in here that I probably wouldn't like to do anymore, because I think there is jump out of an aeroplane in here, and I don't think I really want to do that anymore, but let's not talk about that. So this year I'm mainly going to be working on my list of 40 things to do before I'm 40. So I haven't officially shared the list on YouTube, and I don't want to just sit here and list off all 40 items, so I will link it below my blog post that I wrote about them so you can see the full list. But I thought I would share with you a few of the items that I've been working on, some of them that I might have achieved so far, and just thought I'd share those with you because those are the things that I want to work on this year, and why I've added them to this list, because this list is for me, but it's also for my family, and I'd like to achieve some of these with family and with friends. So I feel like part of the list is to spend time with family and friends as well. So it's not just about accomplishing these things for myself, it was about spending time with friends and family as well. So one of the first items, item number 3 actually, on my list is to get 200 subscribers on YouTube. I know this isn't a lot, it says, but I'm starting from almost none, and it was true. I think I had around 16 or 17 subscribers at the time. This was back in September 2016 when I wrote this list, and since then I have grown to over 150. So again, it's still not a lot, but I am almost at my goal, so I'm really excited that I'm almost there, and so grateful to everyone who has subscribed and everyone who watches my videos, comments and likes. And so please, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe and help me get a little goal that I have. It's not very big, but it means that some people are enjoying my videos, and that makes me feel happy that people are enjoying them and I'm not just doing them for myself. One of the items on my list is to attend a 1940s weekend, and in a little village that's not too far from where we live they have a 1940s weekend every year, and I've yet to go and join in with that, so that would be really fun. Both Keith and I love the 1940s, the music, the dancing and the costumes, and it would be fun to go and join in that. So hopefully we can do that this year. We've lived in this area in West Yorkshire for quite a while now, for about 3 years I think I've lived here, and I still haven't been to the 1940s weekend, but I have heard good things about them, so hopefully we can do that this year, so I can tick that off my list before the end of the year, or before I'm that certain age. 2 of the items on my list are to do with our garden, and for anyone who knows us, we have a big garden that just frustrates the hell out of us. We bought the house mainly on the fact that it had this big garden, and yet I sometimes wish that it just wasn't there at all. This year I would like us to make a proper plan for the garden, not just say we'd like to do that, we'd like to do that, but just really get written down what we would like and then start working on that. So that's item 1 would be to make the plan, and item 2 to make a positive start on the garden. It won't be easy. We have a lot of waterlog at the bottom of the garden, which is causing problems, and if we could solve that problem, then we could probably work our way up, but we might have to work our way down from the top of the garden. We did make a bit of a start last year. We did put a raised bed in, but we didn't get to use it because everything we planted just died off, so hopefully we can get to use that this year once we get some warmer weather. And currently our greenhouse is at the bottom of the garden because we had high winds and it got blown over, so we need to find a better place for that to sit so it doesn't get blown over next time we have some high winds, which will no doubt happen at some point. But there are 2 things I would really like to get done this year. I would have loved it last year when I was on maternity leave, and would have loved to have been out in the garden more with Tommy, but it didn't happen, and he was very little, so it doesn't really matter that much. But now he's getting older, I'd love to have a little place for him to play so that he can enjoy the garden as well as us enjoy the garden. Actually, another item on the list is about the garden as well, and that is get our veg patch up and running. So we did have a bit of a veg patch last year, mainly the stuff in the greenhouse that we were able to enjoy. There were some tomatoes and leeks, and I think we got 1 onion. It was a random item that we weren't even meant to have, and we had some basil as well. We were able to make our own pesto with that, but I'd like to get more this year, so getting that veg patch up and running would be another thing that would be really good this year. So there's 3 items on the list for our garden. Another item on the list is to create some family traditions, and we have been doing that this year, or in the past year. We are now a family of 3, so we've been able to set up some of our own traditions, particularly over Christmas, and that was fun to start. You know, growing up, each of us, me and Keith, had traditions as part of our own families, but it's now nice to take some of those traditions and mix them up a little bit, because we each had our own different traditions, and to share them with our little family and to start putting those into place and deciding which ones we want to keep for ourselves, which new ones we want to implement, and that has been fun. And one of the other items on the list is to blog and vlog about it, so I have been doing that as well. And I've done a few vlogs where I have been able to take you along with us to enjoy birthdays and Christmas, and I've also shared photographs and some of my thoughts in my blog as well. I will leave the link below to my blog so you can go and check that out and see some of the blog posts that I have shared on there. And the other fun thing about doing the vlogs is that our family can get to watch our vlogs and see our little boy grow up, because we don't live that close to most of our family on both sides, so they can get to watch those videos and see Tommy grow up and the fun times that we have with him. And of course, without making the vlogs, I won't get the subscribers, so they go hand in hand. Making the vlogs and the videos is helping my subscribership raise. Another item on the list is to make a habit of date night. Keith and I are absolutely rubbish at having date nights. We do spend a lot of time together, most of our time together when we're not at work, but it's not proper time that we spend together. mostly in an evening. We will both be watching the television, or the television will be on but Keith will be on his phone doing one thing, I'll be on the laptop doing something else, but we're not really spending time together and we don't really think about what we want to do. I really want us to make a habit of date night, and that doesn't always have to be out. We don't have a lot of money, and obviously having Tommy, we can't always get a babysitter, but it doesn't have to be going out. It just means that we think about what we're doing and make a plan to spend some quality time together and have some fun together. So I really wanted us to do that, and for Keith's Christmas present this year I wanted to keep it quite cheap. Like I said, money is quite tight at the moment, so I wanted to keep the cost down of his present quite low, but I wanted to do something thoughtful for him. So I created a kind of 12 dates of 2017, and I gave some ideas of dates and little month cards so we can then pick out a date and pop it on the card. And so we just need to set some time aside to make sure those dates happen throughout the year, and I'm excited to do that. And I'd love to share my ideas with you that I have, so no doubt I will either blog or vlog about it when we have some fun dates, particularly the cheap ones, because it is so hard to find the money for these extra things. You know, life is busy, it is expensive, and there's so many things that need to be paid for, and we just don't have the money to pay for the extra things in life. But it's important to spend time together and to have fun. So no doubt I will share with you some of my cheaper date ideas that we have. Another item on my list is to have a no spend week, and this might be very important if I'm going to complete any of these items on this list. And particularly in January, things are so tight after spending, sometimes we're overspending in December for Christmas, and no matter how many times we say to ourselves we're not going to overspend, we're not going to go crazy, it sometimes just always happens. But January can be quite a tight month, so no doubt this month I will try and have one of those no spend weeks. I might try and do more than one before the end of September when this list is to be completed, and hopefully that can save us a little bit of money in the meantime, but it will be fun to try and do it. We will have to obviously do our food shopping before that week just to make sure that we have everything in that we need, but there should be no reason why I can't do a no spend week. Multiple times actually, because if we've got all our food in, the tank is full of fuel, we should be able to get away without spending any extra money. The last item I want to share with you that's on my list is to complete 10 more Pinterest projects. Now I love Pinterest and I love a good DIY and craft project, and so I wanted to complete 10 more of the projects that I have pinned onto Pinterest. I have already completed some Pinterest projects, and I will link my blog post below of those projects that I completed, but I'd like to complete some more. I haven't done any since I've created this list. Well, I've done one but I haven't completed it yet. But I need to think of the ones that I want to do in order to get those completed, and hopefully they turn out well. Some Pinterest ideas don't always turn out the way that they should do, or they show them in the pictures, but it would be fun to try and complete some of those. If I do, they will either be recorded for a video or be put onto my blog as well. So that's all the items I want to share with you today. If you want to see the full list, go and check the blog post out, that's linked below, and you can see my full list of items that I want to complete before I am 40. The main thing is, if you want to complete some goals, is to get them written down and plan for them, make them happen. Don't just write them down and forget about them, but plan into your life how you're going to make those happen. And they can be fun things, serious things, things for your family, things for yourself, and you just need to work out how it's going to happen. And if you don't complete them in the time that you set, then just reevaluate it and work towards the goal a new date. It's alright to reevaluate, and it's alright to reset a goal. Don't feel like you've completely failed if you haven't completed it when you said you wanted to complete it. This list is for the September this year, and I don't think I'm going to complete it all, but I'm okay with that. And the ones that I don't think I'm going to complete, I'm not worrying about those too much. But the ones that I think I should complete, I'm going to really work on those and try and get those completed, because I think it would be fun just to remember this final year in my 30s, and it's a good excuse to try and complete a few new things and to have some fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any goals that you're trying to work on this year, or any fun things that you want to share, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!